in our question, it was you was asked to design to one operational database at minimum covering this information. It should keep minimum this information. If you look at this database, you can see some tables. For example, first table can be customer tables. Yes. Second table can be product table. Third table can be categories table. And last table is a sales table. It can be sales table. We can minimum by using 4 tables, we can design this one. And let's see. If you have done like that one design, it is correct. One of them is a customers. Yes. Which information we have related to customer? Only customer name and city. It is asked to you. Yes. You can keep more information for customer. For example, you can keep customer telephone number, customer address, customer related to customer. You can have some more information. But for the sake of the simplicity, we keep less information because we will enter some information to this database and we will work in production environment in this database. That's why we want to keep simple because we want to understand the concept instead of heavy loaded data. Yes, we want to understand some concept by using this database system. And then next table can be product table. Related to the product, we have product name. It is asked. Yes, we have covering product name. Price. Maybe you may have price of the product. In this one, price is not given, but you can use price. And then what that's about product? Nothing more. And then category. Yes, category. Related to category, we have only category name. Related to sales, this sales data is related to sales. Sales data should be here. Delivery date, here, related to sales. Sales amount should be here. Quantity sold, and then sales amount. Quantity sold and sales amount should be in this table. I think all information is involved in this design. So if you want to, if we decide, as I thought also, you can add more information related to this category master, for example, category type, category name, some more information. And sales, you can add more information, for example, due date and delivery method. You can add many more information into these tables, but we want to keep them as much as simple for this example. So what is the relationship between these two tables? It is easily can be seen. There is a one-to-many relationship between these two tables because one category has many products inside it. One-to-many relationship, or one product can be belong to only one category. Yes. What is the relationship between the customer and then sales? One-to-many. One customer can buy many things from here, but one sales can be done to one customer. Also, the relationship between these two tables is again one-to-many. If you think this one is an item, it should be many-to-many, but it is not item. Yes, not item, product. One product can be sales many times, but this product is not item B. Don't confuse. For example, if you want to sell, for example, you are selling one brand of the TV. In your shop, you can have many that same product, but item by, if you are selling item by item, it should be it should be 1 to 1. Yes, but this is not item by item. Don't forget product by product. We are selling because one product, same product. For example, I can go to shop, I can buy the same brand of the TV, and my friend can go to shop and can buy same brand of the TV. But if you want to make it not product, item by item, you can sell one TV to the one specific customer. One TV cannot bought by the many different customers, but same brand of the TV can be bought for me or from the other customers. That's why it can be one to many relationship. If you look at overall between this table and this table, there is a many to many relationship. Now, how can you design this database in the SQL Server? First of all, in this table, we should define one primary key. Easiest method to define primary key, you can put here customer ID field, and you can set it as a key field. Here, sales ID, and here product ID, here customer ID. If you want to make relationship between these two tables, one to many, we told you should bring this primary key to this place. Look at this is a key, but it is not primary key here. It is a here foreign key because it is not belong to this table. Yes, it is a stranger here. It does not belong to this table. Category ID primary key field in this table, but here it is a foreign key. It should be foreign key in this table. Yes. By the same way, if you want to link these two tables, primary key in this table, sales ID, primary key in this table, product ID, and then you should bring the product ID key field of it to do this place as a foreign key. This means product ID will be here, foreign key, sales ID, primary key. If you want to link these two tables to each other, again, you should bring the primary key of this table to here as a foreign key. This means customer ID must be set it here, foreign key. In this table, customer ID should be set as a primary key. And if in this table we have two foreign key, one of them coming from this table because we are connected this table to this one. One of them coming from here, product ID coming here because we are linking this table to this table. Two foreign key, one primary key. In this table, we have one primary key and one foreign key because we are connected this table to this table also. Yes, it is. I think it is clear. Now let's take our code from here. So new query. So we told if you should be in the root place of the SQL server. In the SQL server, root place is a master. That's why it is a good practice always to set your place to the master. Yes. After that, go as you know, separating the sections. After that, we are making one database. We are calling it shopping DB because inside this shopping DB database, we will put some tables. Shopping, we are naming this database as a shopping database, because this shopping database will be used for one online seller. Yes. After that, go to the next section and use this shopping DB database and make 1, 2, 3, 4 table inside it. In the first table, category ID will be primary key. Yes, category ID will be primary key. So if you should pay attention here. This is important detail. If you want to make like that one database system, if first you should do this table, because we are connected this table, linking to this table. First, make this table. Category ID is a primary key. You can tell here for optimization of to optimize use of your this space, you can use small int, because in one database in category, how many different category it can be for? Not too much. Yes. For example, if you want to see some sample categories, we can see from here. For example, stationery, detergent, personal care, furniture, mobile phones, electronic. There is too much category. Maybe in this database there is a several tens categories. It can be, you cannot find more than 100 or 1,000 categories. That's why small int quite enough to optimize your memory usage or disk storage usage. It is a good idea to choose this one as a small int. Yes. And category name is a varchar 50. And next one is a vtold. This is our question. So this is our design. Next table, we are going to make or implement product master table. We are making implementation of the product master. Product ID will be set as a primary key. Set as a primary key. And then product name is a text type, varchar 50. Price, if you want to use here Russian names, or you can, it is better to use varchar. Yes, Russian names. But in this database system, we are going to use English names always. That's why we have used varchar. But if you want to use some Russian names or Kyrgyz names, you can use here varchar. There are some students that are coming late to lessons. At the first time, I used to wait and I used to allow you immediately. But now, if you are coming to lesson, you are missing. Yes.
Can you accept me in 1 second?
You should come to lesson on time. Primary key. vtold and price, it can be money type. And category ID, vtold, it will be foreign key, because category primary key in this table, but in this table is a foreign key. İnasranet or yabancı in Turkish. Foreign key. And we are setting is a foreign key. If you are setting foreign key, you should tell from where it came. It came from the category master table, and it is linking to this category ID field. Yes. And customer master. Now, if you want to make these two tables, first you should design this table. This is the primary key. This is the primary key. And next one is the sales table. In the sales table, sales ID will be set as a primary key. Product ID and customer ID field will be set as a foreign key. It's set as a foreign key. A sales date is a date time. Quantity sold, how many pieces product you sold. int sales amount, it's the issue of the currency money, delivery date, again, date and time. Our database system is ready. Yes. Now we can execute. When you look at our database system, refresh, shopping DB is ready. If you want to see the tables, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 table is done. And if you want to see its diagram, how it looks like, you can see their diagram. So I want to insert some initial data to work with to make practice. That's why I have also some initial data. I want to insert this data to do my database. You know this process from the last year. I want to insert to do this database. That's why I'm choosing this database. After that, new query, and I am entering my query. First, I am inserting some categories, several categories to this category database, and I am entering some product to my database, some sample product, and I am entering some customers to my customer database, and then finally I am inserting some sales. For example, this sales can be done in 2012. This sales done in 2016. Later we will do some queries to analyze this data. They are the sample database. Let's execute. All this data and enter it. Let's see if it has entered or not. Select tab. Yes, it is. Here, enter it. Yes, category. If you want to also from, for example, if there is a sales entered or not, you can check. Sales also entered. Yes. Also, let's see if some products entered successful or not. Product also entered, pen, pencil, some sample product. All data entered to system, database system. Some customers, they are entered. Now our operational database system is ready. So why we are calling this one operational database? This one is an analytic database, this operational database. Why we are calling this one operational database? Why? Because daily transaction will be done on this database system. Main differences between this database and this database, this one normalized database. These things now, when I telling the explanation, all these explanations are important. You can see this question, explanation as a question in the exams. First differences between, now we have designed this database. Yes, this is a traditional database. Up to now, when you design a database, you have designed this type of database. This is a relational database. We are calling this operational database. Why we are calling this operational database? I will explain it. First difference between this database and this database, this is a normalized database. This is a unnormalized database. What is the normalization, aim of the normalization in database? In the database lesson, we have seen what is the normalization. But one of the aim of the normalization, look at this, let's first look at this table. For example, if you want to design your database, you can design, this is the first option. You can design like that, or you can divide this design into the two tables and you can link them. This is the second normal form. What is the difference between this one and this one? In this one, we have single table. In this one, we have two tables. This second design better than this design. This design easy. It has single table, but this is a relational database. Why we are calling relational database? Because we divided our single design table database design into the two table, and we make relation between them. Yes, this is a relational database system. What is the aim of the normalization? If you forget, let's remind. Minimize the amount of the duplicate data stored in the database. If you look at this, we are trying to minimize the amount of the duplicate data. This means we are trying to optimize storage space using of the storage space. We want to use as much as less as not much as less as storage space in our database system. If you look at in this design, for example, look at IT John London, IT John London, IT John London, recorded in this table 3 times. Yes. For example, IT 2 byte, John 4 byte, 6 byte, 6 byte here, 12 byte, 12 times 3, 36 byte you have used to more space. Yes. But here, IT John London recorded in this database only 1 times. This means 12 byte. Here, I have just used 12 byte space to record to IT John and London to my database. But here, I have used 36 bytes to record IT John and London to my database systems. Here only you have small amount of the data repeating here. 1, 1, 1 repeating. Yes, 1, 1, 1 repeating. This repeating data amount of data is a very smaller when compared to this one. Here, IT John London, IT John London, IT John London repeating. Also here, there is another repeating section. Yes, is there? That's why we are calling this data normalized design, normalization. What is the aim of the another normalization advantage of the you are gaining from this storage? Another advantage of the using normalization, organizing data such that when you modify it, you make the change in only one place. Yes, if you want to make change in one piece of data, you are making that change in only one place. For example, think IT department move from London to Istanbul, for example, think like that. What should you do? If to make this change, you should come to this database system, and then you should delete this London and update this information to the Istanbul. And you should update information to the Istanbul. You should update information to London. How many times you may have done update in query? You have used 1, 2, 3 times. This means if you want to update single piece of the information, you are making that update in these several different places. But in this design, if IT department move from London to Istanbul, just you are coming here, you are finding IT department record, and you are updating this information. When you update this information, all employees information automatically will update. For example, if you update this one to Istanbul, who has #1 department ID, they will all be connected to the Istanbul. Yes. I hope there is also other many advantage of the normalization. So don't forget this one. This is a normalized database. This is a non-normalized database system. You don't know how to make this one, but we will learn this one. This means from now you can know this data is optimized to use less space in the memory. But this data not optimized to use less space. It is optimized to answer our queries as much as quickly. Yes. it is optimized to give us our questions, answer our questions, because we will use this one for analyze. If you want to make analyze, your first priority speed, because nobody wants to wait in front of the computer when you ask him something. Yes, if you are asking something and then nobody wants to get that answer after 1 minute. Yes, when you ask something to database, for example, how many of our customers from Istanbul, you should get the answer as much as quickly. Yes, that's why we are going to use this. We will use this database to analyze for analytic purposes. That's why this database using much space, but answering our question quickly. But this database using less space, but answering our question slowly, because it is optimized to use less space. This is optimized to answer quick to us. I hope you understand the differences. And then why it is operational database. When you are running, this is also important. Second difference between them. When you are running your business, we are interacting with this database. We are not interacting with this database. All users, when you are making a sale, you are coming and you are entering your data to do this database. When you are interacting with this data, when you want to analyze your data, you are interacting with that data. But in your daily running of your business, we are always interacting with this database. Most probably, if, for example, if you have one website related to your online seller company, that website connected to this database. It will not connect to this database. Every information, what are there inside this database, also there is here, but in the different arrangement. Yes, which piece of information you have here, it may be also here. Yes, but in the different arrangement. Yes, running. For example, let's design one website for it. It is not our topic, but let's design one website to run that business from this database. Yes, we have already this database. I will show you one more thing. I will delete this one from here. Completely. Now I will go to Visual Studio. And I want to make one new project. Yes, I want to make blank solution. Solution we can give online sales. Now we have one blank solution. Now I want to add one project inside. Add one new project. I want to add database project. SQL Server Database Project. Now, if you are going to use Visual Studio as a integrated development environment, you don't need to any other tools. For example, if you want to work with database, SQL Server, we are going to use SQL Management Studio. Yes, you don't need this one because you have this one. Yes, you can make one database project. After that, you can add one item. What is that item? We are going to add here user script, and we will use this script. This means I want to run my SQL script. Before I used to run my script from the Management Studio. Yes. Now I don't want to this one. I want to run my script from the Visual Studio. That I am adding this. You need to add this type of the script to your project. After that, now you can insert your script data to the here. Yes. I want to run this script now from the Visual Studio. I am going to show you second option, how to make design database. This is a more professional design. First, you need to connect to the database server. Yes, it is already, look at, there is here one button to connect. But maybe it is in this place, be careful. It is a good practice to check where did you connect. That's why I want to make sure I have connected to the right place. That's why I am going to choose change place. Maybe I have connected to different place. Yes, server name will be local server, and then connect. Let's use dot to connect. It is connected. It is the same things here. For example, if connect, we are using dot. Yes, same things. Now I have connected to my SQL server from Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Now I have connected to the SQL Server from the Visual Studio. Yes. Now I can run this code. Yes. Now I have same database system. If you want, we can check. From here, we can go and we can tell refresh. And shopping DB database is ready there. Tables, and inside them, not this one, school shopping DB, this one. Table, for example, categories entered correctly, yes. Also, you can check from here. How can you check? We have here Server Explorer, and we can tell connect to database. If you are not going to this Server Explorer, you should find it from this view menu. I think it should be somewhere here. Find it, or somewhere here. Server Explorer, you can find it. And then connect to the database. And server name, again dot, because and server in my database, I want to connect to the which database? Shopping DB database I want to connect. And okay.
Mr. Selchuk?
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
About the lecture. In the same time we have statistics. Can we change the time of the lecture?
We can change, but there is also other students. Also,
Yes, I know. I'm president of COM17.
CON17,
Yes.
you okay? Ask your friends, all of your friends, and tell me one suitable time, and let me check if it is available. In that time, we can do. Okay?
Okay, today I will write you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now without going to out of the Visual Studio, you can see also your tables table is there or not. Look at, and you can check from here your data. For example, your data is there, enter it correctly. Yes. You can also make your database system without leaving the Visual Studio environment. You can do same things from here. Now, second project I am going to do, insert to this solution, right click your solution and add new project. This time I want to add one web design solution. Let's search ASP.NET web application, Visual Basic. It's not this one. ASP.NET Visual Web Application, C#, this one. Don't make wrong solution. We are adding new project, ASP.NET Web Application, Net Framework, and next. And web application, you can tell web application, and create. And you have many options now. If you want to design one web application in the Visual Studio, you can use web forms. You can use MVC style, model, view, controller. This section is not. This section is a bonus section. That's why you should, if you want to know what is the MVC framework or MVC design pattern, you should study by yourself. Yes. Web API you can design, or single page application you can design. We will design this application now. Now we want to understand why this is a operational database. We thought this is a operational database. Why operation? I am trying to explain why we are calling this one operational database. Yes, because we thought at the behind of our running business, we will use this database. Now think we have, for example, one web application system, web application online. We want to sell some products. Yes, we need to connect to this database. Now, if you run, we'll see this. Which application run? This run. Yes, because this is the first default. If you want to run this application, you should set this one as a default. We forget at the beginning to set it. Set this default as a default project. Now, when I click, it will start this application. Now my web application is running, but it doesn't have any connection to my database. Now I will make connection to my database to start my business. Yes, it has some predefined pages inside it. First thing, I am going to add data model. Now I will connect my online web application to my database system. And inside the data, entity data model. There is a entity data model. If you are using Microsoft technologies, you have to connect to your database. You have three option, dataset or data reader, you can use LINQ or entity framework. In this option, I will use the entity framework and my data model. I will add my data model. And designer form, this one, first option. Here, shopping DB already by default chosen. Yes, because I have connected to this database. But if you have another things, you should click here and you should choose the correct connection. I want to connect to this one because I have already connected to this database. Now this wizard knows automatically I want to connect to this database. If you have many connections here, you should select from here, or you can make new connection from here. Next, entity framework 6 version we are going to use. And then we have some tables. I am going to choose all of them. Yes, all of them, because I want to add all of them to my website. Now you should build your application. And when you build your application, your model is ready. Your model automatically be implemented, your data model implemented automatically here. Now, next thing is a controller. Yes, because we are going to use MVC. We will add controller, and related to that controller, views will be done automatically. Add new controller. This third one is a CRUD application. Views controller with views using entity framework. Yes, it is a it will make automatically create, read, update, and delete and list entities options. Add model class. First, let's do for category master. You can follow any order, but we will follow the same order. Category master. Here, first category master. And add. Related to controller, views will be designed automatically. Now next model, next controller, I am adding add again controller. This time I will add this controller for control for products. Again, same things I am going to add for product master. Add. Now I will add model for control for customer. Controller for customer. Customer. And lastly, I will add controller for sales. This programming section is not part of my subject. I am showing them by bonus, as a bonus. Don't worry about it, okay? I will not ask in any exam. Add remaining one, sales. Sales. So you can build your project again, rebuild. Successful everything. Now, let's see our sales. How can you browse our sales? If you want to browse your sales, you need to go to views. Yes. We have waves. For example, we have sale inside it. Inside it, index. Yes. Sales and index. Index. I can come here. Yes. I can, for example, I want to edit this record. You can edit. Yes. Back to list. You can see the details. List. You can delete, and or you can make new sales. Yes. For example, your online company making sale. This is a simple example. You can make some sales. For example, from here you can, if you, for example, you are selling ice cream, for example, to the fish customer, to Ruslan, sales date, you can enter one date here, and for example, 11, and quantity sold. You can fill all this one, and when you press create button, these sales will be done. Yes, or you can see other sales, everything you can see. For example, what can you see next? For example, if you want to, this is an online transaction. This operation is online transaction. You are, this is, for example, if this is your company website, if you are making sales by online, you are making all data entered in the system is going to do which database? This database is going. It is going to do this database. That's why we are calling this one as an operational database. When you make any sales or when you make any change related to anything, for example, if, for example, you can go to customers, customer master. Yes. This is a customer master and index. You can go that page. Its name is a customer masters. Let's check again. Customer masters index. For example, you want to edit one of your customer. Yes. For example, you want to change its, for example, before your customers from Istanbul, and you can change it to the Antalya, for example, and save back to list. Or you can add new customer. For example, if you have one new customer, you can add that customer information, and when you click it, it will go to that database. Which database it will go when you add any customer? It will go to this database. That's why we are calling it operational database. So the data warehouse almost has the same data with this one, but in the different arrangement. You can tell why we are going to use this, why we need this database apart from this one. Yes, apart from this database, why? This is very important now. Look at now. For example, shopping DB. If I will apply this date query, what it will give? It will report to me how much amount of the product I have sold by city. For example, to the London, $1,200 product I have sold. Yes, we have sold. This query, it's applied to the shopping DB database, to the my operational database. Operational database. For now, it is correct. For now, it is correct. But if I will do this one, for example, customer. For example, let me edit this customer. For example, from London, edit this customer. Look at first. Look at from London how much I bought, how much product I have sold. $1,200. Yes, I have sold to London. But if I will, for example, who's from London? Ronnie is from London. Yes. One of my customer Ronnie is from London. If I will sell something to the Ronnie, this means I am selling it to the London. Yes. But if I will edit this one, not London, to Antalya, for example. And for example, your customer get contact with you and he changed his address. Yes, for example, he moved from London to the Antalya. Now he is from Antalya. When I check this query again, run this query, look at first this one. Don't forget it. Let's screenshot. This is London. When I ask same question again, how much I have sold to the Steez. Look at it is telling I haven't sold anything to London, but 1 minute ago when I asked my database, told I have sold $1,200 something to the London. Which one is correct? In this one, it is telling I didn't sold anything. Why? Because this point is very important, because operational database doesn't have any historical thing to keep. If you want to change something, how it is changing, just deleting previous one and overwriting new information. And it is not going to keep the historical data. But this analyze is not correct, because I have sold $1,200 some product to the London, but this query is telling I didn't sell anything. Yes, because why? It's the limitation of the operational database systems. This point very important. I hope you understand. So if this means if you make some analyze over this operational database, you will get too many mistakes, too many wrong answers. Yes. But if I will ask this data warehouse, it will tell me I have sold to the $1,200 product to the London. It will, because when I make any change on the operational database, data warehouse will keep the track of that change, and it will tell me correct answer. Yes, that's why we need data warehouse system, because in the operational database, it is designed to run our business. It didn't design to keep the historical data. I hope you understand this point. Also, second advantage of the using data warehouse system. Why we are going to use data warehouse system? For example, if in this database system, if you apply this query, what is it doing? It is listing me everything from the sales database according to this date. Sales date, according to sales date, it is going to do sales date, sales, and yes, select sales date. If you look at sales date entered as a year, month, and day, or year, day, and month in English system. Let me execute. For now, there is a not too much entry, but think if you have million records, for every record, every single record, this calculation will be done. Yes, every calculation will be done. Yes, for every single calculation, this for million records, every single calculation will be done for this calculation. And in front of the computer, you will wait to get the answer. But if it is data warehouse, system, this data warehouse system has a dimensional database. It will have dimension for year, different dimension. It will have dimension for month. It will have dimension for day. According to your business, it can have dimension for hour. It can have dimension for second. It will have different dimension. Of course, every dimension will occupy more space in the storage device, but doesn't matter, because in this design of the database, our aim is as much as quickly to get the answer of our queries. Yes, that's why it will use for every dimension. But in this design, sales date has a single column, and it is going to keep all information. But in the data warehouse, we'll have different dimensions. For year, we will have different column. We will have for day different, for maybe week, for quarter, for every time dimension, you can have different columns, but repeating numbers and data will be occurred, but doesn't matter. We told as operational database as much optimized as much as to use less space in this storage device. But data warehouse is a unnormalized database system. It has different design style. It is using much space. It is using more space than operational database, but it is optimized to finish our analysis as much as earlier. I hope you understand differences between them. For today's lesson, we have designed this system. Next lesson, we will mention about this stage database. And what is the use of the stage database, and how can we design this stage database. We will mention about this one. In the next coming lessons, we will design this one. After that, we will design this section. For now, we have design. Here also you can do one more thing. What is it? That one more bonus thing. You can add one more project. Add. First, stop. Add new project. What is the relationship between project and solution? If you can do like it analogy. In Microsoft Word or in PowerPoint, we have presentation. Yes. Inside the presentation, we have slides. Yes. In the Microsoft Word, we have document. We have all work is our document. Inside our document, we have pages. Yes. In the Microsoft Excel, we have separate sheet. Inside we have worksheet. All of them, all this job we are calling worksheet. And inside that worksheet, we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, different sheets. Yes, it has same analogy. In the Microsoft Visual Studio, we have solution. Inside the solution, we can have different projects. For example, this one database project. This one is a web application project, and let's add one more project. New project. This time, let's add Windows project. Windows application. Windows form application. This is also bonus section in this lesson. You are not responsible in the exam, the programming side of this lesson. Yes, but you should be responsible from the concept. What is the data warehouse? What is the advantage of using data warehouse? What is the operational database? What is the disadvantage of using data warehouse, operational database? You are responsible for that concept. I am adding one form application. Windows Form application. I have now 3 projects. Now, if I will run this one, it will run my second project. That's why I should set this one as a default project. Now, when I run, my last project will run. Yes, my last project run. It's a Windows application. It's a Windows application. It's not web application anymore. Or it can work only from my computer. It cannot work from the web. Now, let's connect my application to my database. Explorer, and then this is already there. Yes. If you want to add your data to this place, you should go to this SQL Server Object Explorer. Yes, you should come to this. You should come to this place. When you come to this place, and add SQL Server, it is already there. Let's add SQL Server again. Dot. This means connect to my local database. Here I have databases. Shopping DB here. It is already there. We are looking for wrong place. We should look at the data source part. This place. Yes. This place. Data source. If data source is not open your computer, you can find it from here. View. You can look at. Be careful here or here. I think data. It should be somewhere here. Or Server Explorer here. You'll find it somewhere here, okay? But in my computer, it is already open. Add new data source. Database. Dataset. Next one. And it is connected to my web application. If you don't have this one thing, you don't have that connection before, you can make connection again. Server name, local computer, and I want to connect to the shopping DB. You can test connection successfully, okay. And next. Again, you should choose your tables. Finish. Now my database, I have source of my data. Now I can direct this one to here. For example, category master for customer, for example. You can make data grid. Still coming. Also, you can change here details, and you can use these options. You can run this application. Now this application running from the Windows, yes. It has all properties. You can add new record, you can delete new record, you can update one record. Yes. It is working from my computer. This is a Windows application. This application will run on the Windows. So if you want to know where is my application, this web application, this is a Windows Form application. You can right click and you can tell open. You can find this application on your computer because it's a Windows application. Yes, and inside the bin, inside the debug, you can do one more thing. For example, this is now in debug mode, as you see, debug mode. Yes. If you finish design of your application, everything, what can you do? You can tell this is the release version. Now, release version. and you can run this application and you can rebuild now. Now this means it is ready, okay, it is ready to deliver to the others, to application. Because before it was in the debug, in the development stage. Now, if it is released, build or compile this application to deliver to others and make it ready to deliver or deploy to others. Yes, right click, and we want to know where is it now again. Go to Open File Explorer, and inside the bin there's a now release, and your application is there. Now your application is there and ready. Now you can close. Now it is an executable file. You can run your application from here. Yes, this application doesn't need anymore to do Visual Studio. It is running outside the Visual Studio. What can you do also? You can do one more thing here. You can right click it and you can tell and publish. Now I want to publish this application to my D drive. In the D drive, let's do one folder. New folder. Let's type my new app. Where is my folder? My new app inside the D. It doesn't see. Let's start again. Cancel. Deploy. Publish. Browse. My new app. I want to deploy there. Next. To the CD or DVD. I want to install my application from CD or DVD-ROM. Yes. Next. Application will not check for update. Yes. Finish. And now we can close Visual Studio. Save everything. Now my application is ready for installation. Yes, this you can give this folder to one of your friends to install it in his computer. Yes, Windows Form application. It will run, or you can set up it. Install and install run. Now it is also available from my start. Yes, because it is installed in my computer. Now this application is running from my computer. It is a Windows application. So next lesson, we will start to design stage database. And what you should attention to make stage database design, we will explain. After that, data warehouse we will do, and we will make some data cube. As I told, if you want to make correct analyze on your data, you should use data warehouse. As you see, for example, we ask first to do this database, how much amount of the product I have sold to London. He told us $1,200. After one update, yes, customer update, transaction, when I asked same question again to database, it told I haven't sold anything to do London. It was wrong, yes, because operation database system is not able to keep the record of the old records or historical data. Yes.
Mr. Selçuk,
Yes.
you record the lecture. can you publish these lectures in OCS?
Yes, I will share lecture on the OCS.